Hi there, science fans! Today, we're diving into the amazing world of cells. Cells are the tiny building blocks that make up every living thing, from the smallest ant to the tallest giraffe, even you and me. To understand how our bodies work, we need to understand cells. We'll explore how cells function, grow, and develop into complex organisms. Get ready for an exciting journey into the microscopic world. Think of a cell like a bustling city. Each part of the city has a job to do. The same goes for cells. Cells have different parts, called organelles, that perform specific functions. The nucleus is like the city hall, storing the cell's DNA, its genetic blueprint. Mitochondria are like power plants, generating energy for the cell. Just like a city needs all its parts to function properly, a cell needs all its organelles working together in harmony. The nucleus, often considered the control center, is crucial for the cell's operations. It not only stores DNA, but also coordinates activities like growth, metabolism, and reproduction. Without the nucleus, the cell would lack direction and purpose. Mitochondria, the cell's powerhouses, convert nutrients into usable energy through a process called cellular respiration. This energy is vital for the cell to perform all its functions, from movement to division. Other organelles, like the endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi apparatus, play essential roles too. The endoplasmic reticulum acts like a factory, producing proteins and lipids, while the Golgi apparatus packages and distributes these products throughout the cell. Just as a city relies on its infrastructure, a cell depends on its organelles. Each organelle has a unique function, but they all work together to keep the cell alive and thriving. Understanding these functions helps us appreciate the complexity and efficiency of life at the cellular level. Surrounding every cell is a thin barrier called the cell membrane. It's like a gatekeeper, controlling what goes in and out of the cell. This process is called membrane transport. Some molecules, like oxygen, can pass through the membrane easily. This is called passive transport, like slipping through an open door. But other molecules need help getting across. That's where special proteins in the membrane come in, acting like revolving doors to usher molecules in and out. These proteins are crucial for the cell's survival, ensuring that essential nutrients enter while waste products are expelled. Passive transport doesn't require any energy from the cell. It's a natural process driven by the concentration gradient, where molecules move from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. On the other hand, some molecules are too large or charged to pass through the membrane on their own. This is where active transport comes into play. Unlike passive transport, active transport requires energy, usually in the form of ATP, to move molecules against their concentration gradient. The cell membrane selective entry system is vital for maintaining the cell's internal environment, allowing it to function properly and respond to changes in its surroundings. Without this selective barrier, cells would not be able to sustain life. Section 4, Growing Up. How cells mature and multiply. Just like we grow from babies to adults, cells grow and reproduce too. This fascinating journey begins with a single cell, which then undergoes a series of changes to become a fully mature cell. They follow a cycle, called the cell cycle, which involves growing, copying their DNA, and dividing into two new cells. This cycle is divided into several phases: G1, S, G2, and M. During the G1 phase, the cell grows and performs its normal functions. In the S phase, DNA replication occurs, ensuring that each new cell will have a complete set of genetic information. The G2 phase involves further growth and preparation for division. And finally, the M phase is where mitosis and cytokinesis take place, resulting in 2 daughter cells. This process is essential for growth, repair, and development. For instance, when you get a cut, your body relies on cell division to heal the wound. Similarly, plants grow taller and stronger through continuous cell division. Sometimes mistakes can happen during DNA copying, leading to genetic variations. These errors, known as mutations, can occur due to various factors such as environmental influences or random chance. These variations can be beneficial, leading to evolution, or they can cause diseases. Beneficial mutations can give organisms an advantage in their environment, driving the process of natural selection. On the other hand, harmful mutations can lead to genetic disorders and health issues. Scientists are working on amazing genetic technologies to understand and potentially correct these issues, such as CRISPR, which allows for precise editing of DNA. This technology holds great promise for treating genetic disorders and improving human health. But it's important to consider the ethical implications of these advancements. As we push the boundaries of genetic research, we must ensure that we use these powerful tools responsibly and ethically, balancing the potential benefits with the risks and moral considerations involved. Section 5. Cell Talk. How cells communicate. Cells are social butterflies. They constantly talk to each other to coordinate their activities. This communication can happen directly through channels connecting adjacent cells, like whispering secrets to your neighbor. But cells can also communicate indirectly, sending out signaling molecules that travel to distant cells, like sending a postcard to a friend far away. These signals can tell cells to grow, divide, or even die. Section 6. Enzyme Power. Tiny helpers with a big job. Imagine Pac-Man gobbling up dots. That's what enzymes do, but instead of dots, they work on molecules in our cells, speeding up chemical reactions. They're like tiny machines that make processes happen much faster. Enzymes are picky workers. They need the right temperature and pH to function properly. Without enzymes, many essential processes in our bodies would take way too long. Section 7. Keep exploring the microscopic world. Congratulations, science explorers! You've now journeyed into the fascinating world of cells. You've learned about their structure, function, growth, and communication. But this is just the beginning. There's so much more to discover about these amazing building blocks of life. Keep asking questions, keep exploring, and never stop learning about the wonders of science.